So how did I end up in China? How did I get involved with China? Well, I want to say from the beginning, I was interested in China, but didn't know I was interested in China. Actually, when I was very young, I got interested in anime, right? So I was actually interested in Japan. I was interested in Pokemon, of course. But at that point, I wasn't, I didn't realize, I didn't care necessarily much about Asia per se, just Pokemon, right? And then Dragon Ball Z, and then one night I was awake really late and I seen the movie Akira. So I'd really gotten to Japanese anime, right? And I was really into Hong Kong movies also. Of course, Jackie Chan, things like that. I was really into like Bruce Lee, of course. So I was always into Asia. I wasn't necessarily into China per se, but Asia, right? And I think what had happened was I really liked Japan. And I actually went to Japan and lived in Japan for a while. And I came to China 4 times in 1 year. So I went back to America and I was buying and selling things on the internet, and I wanted to produce something, to make something and sell it. So that's what I did. I talked to people online and I decided, I was going to have something made and sell it. The problem was that it was a lot of money, right? It's like $40,000, right? And it's kind of hard to send $40,000 over the internet and trust people. So I came to China, I went to Beijing and took a taxi where I paid way too much money to go out and to a factory and see a product actually being made. And that's what happened. I bought one of them, tested it, it worked. Went back to America. A couple months later, came back to China, paid the full amount, and that was my first taste of China. As I said, I was into a lot of things. Movies, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, House of Daggers, those types of movies. And that's kind of how I became exposed to China. But what really brought me here, beyond just travel, what brought me here to stay was, of course, business. Right? Small business thrives here in China. So, like I said, I wasn't necessarily into China per se at the beginning. More of just Asia in general. Even Vietnam, right? Because a lot of times Vietnam is a huge discussion because of the war, right? So I was always really into Asia in general. But, as I said, business actually brought me here to China, and that's why I'm in China. Business brought me here, and a relationship with my wife, I guess, made me stay here for forever, right? Or at least for longer, right? And that's why I'm in China. There is some culture, there are some movies and things like that, but at the end of the day, a lot of it has to do with the fact that you can come here and easily conduct business. I think part of the other reason that I have always stayed in China is because how big it is, how many people, and how active things are here. China is like very spontaneous. Something new happens every day. Life is never the same here. So, to me, the Asian movies, the anime, all of this stuff, parts of Asia, right, is very new to me. And for me, China is very new every day. And that's why I stayed here. Sure, there's frustrations at times, But the reasons I came here, again, were very important in my life, and that's why I stayed. So that's all I'd like to say. Like, comment, and subscribe, and have a good day.